Claude Code Subagents matter because modern code work no longer fits inside one uninterrupted assistant thread. Exploration, testing, review, security, documentation, and implementation compete for the same context budget. Subagents turn that pressure into structure. Specialized workers operate in separate contexts, then return the compressed insight. The main conversation actually needs Claude. A general coding agent is powerful, but every file, read, log dump, search result, and diagnostic note accumulates in one memory stream. The bottleneck is not intelligence, it is attention bandwidth. When one agent must research, modify, verify, and explain, the conversation becomes overloaded before the codebase is understood. Claude Code documents 1 million token context options for long sessions. Subagents still matter because they prevent irrelevant material from entering the main thread. The context window holds instructions, files, responses, tool outputs, and invisible session content. Subagents keep large reads separate and return summaries. Claude 1, the breakthrough is treating AI help less like a chatbot and more like an operating model. The main Claude session becomes the orchestrator. Subagents become bounded specialists with their own instructions, tools, model choice, and permissions. Instead of asking one mind to do everything, you design roles that match the work. Claude, every useful subagent has a contract: when to activate, what domain it owns, which tools it may touch, what output it must return, and what risks it must avoid. Claude Code uses each subagent's description to decide when delegation is appropriate, so vague descriptions create vague routing. Claude, a custom subagent, is defined as a markdown file with YAML front matter and a system prompt. Project agents live in .claude/agents. Personal agents live in .claude/agents. Fields include name, description, tools, model, permission mode, skills, memory, background, and isolation. Claude, a serious codebase, does not need 50 theatrical agents. It needs a small specialist stack: tester, front-end implementer, back-end implementer, documentation writer, security auditor, and code reviewer. Each role should own a narrow surface area, produce repeatable output, and reduce cognitive load for the main session. Tool access is governance. A review agent can be read-only with read, grep, and glob. A backend agent may need bash and edit. A security agent may need broad search but no write permissions. Claude Code supports tool allow lists, deny lists, and MCP server patterns. Claude, the orchestrator, receives intent, sends bounded work to the right specialist, waits for findings, then integrates only the useful result. Exploration stays isolated. Implementation stays scoped. Review becomes a repeatable checkpoint. The workflow feels calmer because the architecture absorbs the mess. Subagents improve quality when each one is optimized for a failure mode. Testers look for missing coverage. Reviewers inspect maintainability. Security auditors search for unsafe patterns. Documentation agents translate implementation into durable knowledge. The system becomes stronger because every pass has a different lens. Claude Code documents foreground and background subagents, high volume isolation, parallel research, chaining, nested subagents, and worktree isolation. The lesson is discipline. Parallelism creates leverage only when each worker has constraints, scope, and a clear return format. Without boundaries, more agents only multiply ambiguity. Claude, subagents are the shift from prompt improvisation to AI team design. The goal is not more agents. The goal is less entropy. Build a small roster, define strict contracts, route work deliberately, and let Claude Code become an engineering system where specialized intelligence moves through the repo with control